Going to give it everything over the line. We're not even going to worry about the next lap. We're just going to absolutely send it. What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Nick and welcome to the channel. And you join me for another Nürburgring challenge. So this time we are going to be taking out probably a pretty familiar car to most of you. Relatively YouTube famous, as you've seen from the thumbnail and the title. I have had a go at taking Richard Hammond's Martin, building an homage to him in Forza, and then as you do, because this is YouTube and because this is racing, we're going to take it around the Nürburgring. So what we're going to be doing first is just taking out a standard, bog standard Scooby, not a V Limited. Just to be openly clear about that, that is not an option in the game. It is just a standard WRX, but I think it's close enough. So we're going to take out a quick, take out one of those, get a tester time, and then we're going to take out the full fat 530 horsepower homage to Martin and see how they compare. Right, guys, you join me once again in the pit lane at the Nordschliefe. We are going to take out a stock WRX first and get a baseline lap for that one before we go and take out Martin. And yes, technically this is not exactly the same spec as Martin in its base trim, but this is the closest I can get in Forza, and for this it will be a close enough representation, I think. So yeah, let's go and do a quick warm-up lap and then we'll do an angry lap and see where we come out. Okay, so just going to do a light warm-up lap, quick reconnaissance lap so I can get used to the stock WRX and give it the best shot in terms of its flying lap. Alright, warm-up lap done. Time for an angry lap. So immediately, from the feel of the car, obviously this is a complete bog standard one. All I've done is gone in and adjusted the tyre pressures a bit to give me a bit more grip. Safety is what I'm feeling from the Subaru at this point. It's not, doesn't feel very scary. It's, the four-wheel drive is sort of looking after you. It feels like I've got buckets of grip. It's a bit understeery on power because of, again, the four-wheel drive system, but that's to be expected. But it's not, there's no sense of sort of rear instability or anything like that at all. It is very, very predictable, very easy to control, very easy to place. So that is pretty good. That is conducive of not just a quick time, but a repeatable time. If you've got confidence in the car and you know, you think you know what it's going to do whenever you're going to do it, that's the essence of having quick time, basically. Now, I'm not going to take you around the whole lap. I'm just going to give you some brief bits here if there's anything interesting come up the lap, and we're just going to grab its time at the end to compare it with Martin's. Oh, a little bit too sideways there, but a bit of power sorts that out nice and easily. Now, we're already up 5 seconds over the warm-up lap, so that is looking good. Just climbing the hill now, no real worry about this. It's flat all the way up, and yeah, there's just mountains of grip from the four-wheel drive system, to be honest, in this, and it's very, very easy to place the car where you want it to be. The body is nice and predictable, suspension's nice and predictable. Probably could have carried a bit more speed through there, but no, we're not going to hustle it too much. Obviously going to try and get as much out of it as I can, but it's not about grabbing it by the neck and throwing it around everywhere. This is I'm trying to make it a bit more of something that is a bit more relatable rather than just trying to find every last tenth. I'm not the best driver in the world, certainly not the best driver on Forza, and certainly not the best driver on Forza at the Nürburgring. So this is just basically a comparison between my capabilities, to be honest, and hopefully bringing some enjoyment to you guys. This is just so easy to drive, it's just so enjoyable to drive, this one. A few more corners to go. This one is deceptively tricky. Probably could have carried a bit more speed through the first bit there. Yeah, not my greatest corners there, it must be said, but we are 8 seconds up, coming on to the straight here. And this is where I think is going to be the main difference between Martin and a standard Subaru is just its lack of horsepower, to be honest. Yeah, just coming up here, like, it's not quite got enough power to warrant sort of shifting up to 6th, to be honest. I'm not anywhere near red line, we're going uphill. I think this is probably where Martin is going to exacerbate any lead it may have at this point, or catch up if it's down, because it's a much more powerful car, so there is a chance that it could be harder to drive through the back part, so there is a chance that it could be behind at this point, but I don't think after the straight it's going to be behind, to be honest. I think the power is just going to be too much, but we're coming up to the end of the lap now. One last corner, and I'm just going to absolutely yeet it over the line for a time of 8:29.775. I also beat a couple of rivals in the process. So that is the benchmark, 8:29.775. Let's jump into Martin and see how we go. Right guys, it is time to take Martin the Subaru around the Nürburgring and see how much improved it is in terms of just the feel of it, what I perceive to be the difference of it, at least in Forza Motorsport, as that's ever going to be the closest I'm ever going to get to it, and also just to see how much quicker it is. I mean, it should be a lot quicker. We've got all near, I think it's 529 horsepower I got it to, which is the advertised 530 from what Richard has said about it. I have modified it in the same ilk that they have done as well, so I haven't just put a stonking great big turbocharger on it. I've brought it out to 2.1 litres, same as they have. Upgraded pistons, cams, all that sort of stuff. And we're on sport tyres, so your equivalent of your Pilot Sport 2, stuff like that. We've got slightly improved clutch because they've got the race clutch in there. I've tried to modify it in exactly the same way based on the information I could get from the Drive Tribe videos. So I think this is as close as I can get to having a official Martin build. I don't know, but if you do want to build your own Martin, the description will have all of the build items as it did with Jimmy's MX5, but I will also put the tune and build out on the Forza store, so you can search for it. It'll be there as Martin D Tribe. It'll be there for download if you want to get your own copy and have a go yourself. But yeah, I've waffled on enough about this one. Let's take him out. We'll do once again a warm-up lap and then an angry lap and see how we come out. Right guys, so immediately there is a lot more pickup, a lot more understeer as well. So again, because this is all like race, I've not put race level stuff in it, like what Forza deems as race level, where you get customization on it. It's all generally street or sport, so that you've got, this is as in good faith a closer representation as I think I can make of Martin in its current guise. Obviously this is not its 350 Grand Tour spec, this is its 530 Drive Tribe spec, the one that it is in currently, unless obviously they've done more changes that they haven't released any videos about. But yeah, immediately you can see just how much of a difference that extra horsepower is making. Like, I'm going to have to brake coming over here so we don't take off completely. This was an easy 5th gear in there, that's definitely not anymore. Oh, this is a lot more of a workout than it is in stock form. Oh, this is just, I'm constantly having to do little adjustments here just to keep it going straight. You're going to jump here, yep. Got to brake way before the crest here. Keep it tucked into the left. I'm going to need to brake pretty much as soon as I get out of that bend to keep it in as we go down through the foxhole. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, this is a lot more of a workout than the one in stock form. What are we up to? 150 mile an hour, 160 mile an hour coming down through foxhole. I'm going to need to lift at the bottom because I've got to get it stopped and turned at the top here. Okay. Oh, full drive helping me there. I probably should treat this lap a bit more chill, to be honest, as it is the warm-up lap, but it's just too much fun to drive, to be honest. It is great fun. It is so brutal, this car. Nice drift in here. We're going off the track. Yep. Okay. Thank God this is the warm-up lap. Right. Remember when we get back to that part of the track to brake a bit more, I think. We shall carry on, see how it feels around the rest of the lap. No, stay on the track. Okay. I think I've been lulled into a false sense of security with the stock version, to be honest. Let's just calm it down a little bit, and yeah, we'll go for one flying lap after. That's a bit less of miss, hit, miss, and just miss, 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 to be honest. Okay, okay, okay. This, yeah, getting on power with this much horsepower generates quite a lot of understeer. Even though we've got four-wheel drive, it's just the whole thing just pushes wide on exit of every corner, so you've got to really wait before you can put the power on. No, too much speed into there. Ooh, okay. Oh, we just make it up going up the hill. Just look how much power we've got. Almost. I'm at the bottom of the hill at the moment, and I'm having to lift to get through some of these corners. We're going faster than we were at the top of the hill in the stock one. We only maxed out about 130, 140. I shouldn't have shifted up there, and we're already doing 150 miles an hour. Okay, 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 okay. Nope, having another one. Big. Oh, in true Hammond fashion, we are crashing all over the place. Sorry about ruining Martin. This is the benefit of doing it in Forza, is none of it matters. It's all fake. So, yeah, I'm going to need to be a bit more conservative coming up the hill. Noted. Ooh, 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 ooh. A lot more understeer there than I was expecting. Okay, we've got carousel now. Braking at the tree. Okay, squirt and go. I definitely see what Mike said about this car with it being much more sort of point and go than the original. The standard one feels like obviously you can flow it through corners a bit better. That lower amount of horsepower means you can play with it a bit more. This you need to think about it. It's very, very scary. I hate to think what this would be like in real life, to be honest. I do not have the cojones needed to take Martin around the ring in real life, I can tell you that for free. Right, YouTube corner, don't make a meme of yourself. Oh god, no, we're making a meme. No, please, please no meme of me. Please no meme. There we go, we got through. Okay, second, that's an awkward second or third gear corner. Ooh, drift out wide, bit of four-wheel drift there. Using the four-wheel drive system to grab a little bit of grass. Definitely going to need to brake for this corner this time. Yep. Last corner before the straight. No, don't go into the barrier, thank you. That was close. No, go wide. That was not a great entry onto the straight there. As you can see, it's just ping level 30. I have done a fair bit of practice in Martin, and even still it scares the hell out of me trying to drive this thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a clean lap in this. I've yet to get a clean lap in it, but I'm hoping the pressure of making a video is going to force me to be better. Up to 184 mile an hour under the Bilstein Bridge, and I'm going to be an absolute baby and start braking really, really early here, because this thing has a mind of its own sometimes. Okay, right, nice and calm, nice and calm. Back over to the left, down to second. Right, here we go, the angry lap. Let's go. Whoa, locked up with there original. Coming into turn one, that's a good start. No, get off the curb. Before you say anything, yes, I know that curb is far bigger than it is in real life, but I honestly don't care. I still love this track. Even if it's not 100% a replica of it, it is still fantastic and it's great fun to drive. Come on. Not sure. I'm never sure if to go through this in third or in fourth. Third feels better, so I generally stick with third. No, too much too early. Bit of four-wheel drift on exit. Not the cleanest I've got through there in the past, but it will take it. Now's a difficult bit. A little bit of brakes to keep the nose down. Down to 4th. Pin it. There we go. Now along Flugplatz. The car wants to take off in a lot of places here. It gets very kind of twitchy down there. Yep. A little dab of brake there. A lot of brake here before the left-hander, keeping it on the left. Braking as soon as you get onto the straight bit of road afterwards. Nice and easily on the right. And power on. Nope, too early. Use the curb. Oh, that was close. Now, this one I generally lift before we get to the bottom of Foxhole because it doesn't give you a lot of time to get the car settled and where you need it to be to get through the left-hander at the top of the hill. Yep, there we go. Oh. Good. Right. Now, what are we not going to do this time? We're not going to carry in far too much speed and slide off into the barrier. Are we? No, sir. Good boy. Sorry, so my own internal dialogue slipping out there. A little bit of counter steer on the way in. Nice bit of four-wheel drift. Oh, locking up. Keep it on the Carmack. There we go. Not the quickest, but it will do. We kept the lap clean. Oh, God. Right. This is not flat out in 4th at all. That small jump there is very difficult. It's generally 3rd, otherwise you drift about wide. That's kind of a miss hit, not the way you should do that corner. Braking very early for this section here because it is very technical. You've not got a lot of time to keep the car composed. And obviously being on street tyres, we don't have the grip we would like from something, say, like slicks. So, always got that in your mind. Don't crash into the Bradenau Bridge, please. Thank you very much. There we go. Right, so that was not quick, but it was clean, so we will take it. Out wide, bring it back in. Nope, too slow. That was not good. Definitely not my best run through that corner, but we will take it. Now this bit is deceptively difficult. You'd think going up the hill here is pretty easy, but it is definitely not. See? Like I said, you'd think that bit would be easy. It's not. Okay, attempt number 2. Locked up again into turn 1. Twice this time, actually. We didn't go on the curb. Right then. Right, let's try that again. Try maybe not locking up. There we go. Well done. Good boy. Right, I need to calm and be quick. Trying to find that balance of pushing but not overdriving, because I don't want to sit here for hours trying to get a clean lap. Right, there we go, better. Right, don't mess this bit up this time. That's better, well done. Okay, we're actually up a bit more than we were on our first attempts, that's good. Don't crash into Adenau Bridge, thank you. This one definitely feels a lot less playful than it does in stock format, I can tell you that. If we can get a better run through the corner this time, that's much better. Though it says we're slower, so I must have been a bit more cautious on entry. Because through the corner felt a lot better. No, okay, we ended up being about the same, so... I think I'm carrying more speed up the hill this time though. Okay, don't hit the grass. There we go. That's much better. So we're at 150 mile an hour already. I am going to have to take a dab of brake through this bit here. Go. Right, we are in uncharted waters once again. Okay, so carousel. Braking just before the tree. Trainer in. Not the quickest time through the carousel. Spat out a little bit early. No, about 3/10 slower than our last attempt. Oh, okay. It's going to be a third coming into this because you don't have time really to, again, balance the car before getting to this section. Being the standard gearbox, you're not able to change ratios or anything like that at all, which if you're a Forza player you know what that means. If you're not, then basically it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is all using the standard manufacturer gearbox, standard ratios, all that sort of stuff. Keep it in, power on. Quick blast to fourth, a little bit of slidey slide. Down towards YouTube corner, brake, no, got that all wrong, turned in too early. Wave to YouTube corner, don't become a meme, don't become a meme. Good, we're not a meme. Should have been second. Lots of understeer there, lots of understeer, carrying way too much speed in. Now this bit's deceptively difficult. There's a lot of camber through that section there. If you get it wrong, it'll throw you into the wall. Braking just before the downhill section. Drift out wide, back in. Curve, little bit of drift. Keep it to the left. Dab of brakes just to keep it under control through the camber shift. Brake just before the black bollards. Oh, a little bit of the coast drift there. Bit of understeer, but much better through that corner than last time. Mini carousel. Terrible through there. Had way too much speed in, just understeered straight back out of it. All kinds of wrong. For some reason I shifted up going into the corner. That's not what you want to do. Oh, that was not the cleanest entrance onto the start-finish straight that has ever happened. There was a lot of counter steering and sliding, but we kept it on the track, so that's the important bit. And I missed a gear. So we're going faster now already than we were at any point in the stock build one. Let's see if we can, again, cracking 180 mile an hour under the Bilstein Bridge. Not quite as quick as last time, we're a couple of mile an hour down. That had been down to my poor entrance onto the straight. Exceptionally difficult. Oh, the car got very twitchy there. I'm going to be very, very passive on the brakes here because we're still clean, and this is the furthest I've managed to get into any lap here while still being clean. I think I'm finally going to be able to post a valid time for Martin. Going to give it everything over the line. We're not even going to worry about the next lap. We're just going to absolutely send it. Oh, right. So there we go, guys. 7:43.718 is our time around the Nürburgring for Martin the Subaru. Okay guys, so there we have it. You can see very much a big difference between the two versions of the Subaru there, the stock-ish kind of one, not quite the V Limited, but the stock WRX, and the Martin version of the WRX. Turns out if you put twice the amount of horsepower in it, it goes a bit quicker. Who would have thought it? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I had great fun making this video. It was a lot of fun trying to sort of figure out the build for Martin and yeah, the difference between driving a stock one and driving Martin around the Nürburgring is a very different experience. I would recommend you doing it. Obviously, the time's a big difference. We're looking at a 45-second, almost dead-on 45-second improvement. Obviously, the stock MX-5 did it in 8:27.775, with Martin's time at 7:43.718. So yes, a tremendous improvement there. If you have made it this far as well, do me a favor and drop me a like, leave me a comment, let me know. And if you do enjoy these, do please drop a subscribe. I make Forza and iRacing content. Do please click on the video on screen now where I built Jimmy's Time Attack MX-5 and did the same thing of taking around the Nürburgring. And as a little teaser for coming forward, we have another MX-5 coming up. You might be able to guess whose it is.